Top 10 Destinations in Egypt. With a fascinating history that reaches back to the dawn of civilization, Egypt is considered the oldest travel destination on Earth. The African nation's awe-inspiring temples and pyramids have captured the imagination of travelers for thousands of years. Although most people come to Egypt to view its ancient monuments, natural attractions beckon travelers too. The Red Sea coast is known for its coral reefs and beach resorts. A trek through the Sahara can lead visitors to refreshing freshwater spring oases. This has created an opportunity for unique experiences of places in Egypt to visit without the crowds. Finding yourself alone inside a pyramid is now a real possibility. 10. Ogada. Ogada is a resort town on the edge of the Red Sea, easily reached via a bumpy 6-hour bus ride from Cairo. It offers a more popular alternative to Sharm el-Sheikh and Dahab and is now one of Egypt's most visited tourist destinations. Once a simple fishing village, this famous resort town has hundreds of high-end hotels along the seafront, yet the focus is still mainly on relaxation. This section of the Red Sea is renowned for its excellent scuba diving opportunities, with gorgeous colorful coral reefs to discover just offshore. Other water sports, like snorkeling, windsurfing, and jet skiing, are just as popular. For those who prefer to admire the magical marine life from above the water, there are many places offering glass-bottom boat trips, so you can usually shop around to find the best offer. 9. Alexandria. The second largest city and leading seaport in Egypt, Alexandria has a prime location on the edge of the Mediterranean. Founded in 331 BC by Alexander the Great, the city was once considered the crossroads of the world. Several of Egypt's pharaohs, including Cleopatra, ruled the country from Alexandria until the nation fell to Rome in 30 BC under Roman rule. The city earned a reputation as a center for arts and literature. Today's Alexandria is a dusty seaside city with an overinflated population of 5 million, that is badly in need of a lick of paint. It's a faded shade of its former glorious cosmopolitan self, but still worth a visit for its many cultural attractions and glimpses of its past. 8. Sakara. The name Sakara refers to an Egyptian village, but more importantly, an age-old necropolis with a scattering of both large and smaller satellite pyramids spread across a dusty desert plateau. Buried beneath the sand overlooking the Nile Valley until the 19th century, Sakara has since been undergoing a significant restoration process. Named after Sokar, the Memphite god of the dead, Sakara served as a cemetery for the ancient city of Memphis for thousands of years and is the largest archaeological site in Egypt. The highlight of Sakara is the Step Pyramid of Djoser, the oldest pyramid on Earth. You'll find some of the best views of the Nile from the top of this pyramid, accessible via a wooden ramp when the gate is open. Try one of the many doors and explore any that are unlocked. You never know what kind of mysteries lie behind them. 7. Siwa Oasis. Located near Egypt's western border, Siwa Oasis remained culturally isolated from the rest of the country until late in the 19th century. Surrounded by the Egyptian Sand Sea, the Siwan people developed their own unique customs as well as their own language, Siwi, a Berber dialect. Today, Siwa Oasis is an increasingly popular travel destination. Vacationers come to the city to enjoy the town's many freshwater springs, to stroll through acres of palm groves and to explore ancient mud-built fortresses and remnants of Siwa's Greco-Roman past. Bubbling springs are in abundance here. A trip to the local marketplace gives visitors the opportunity to explore the city's unique culture and to sample dates and olives grown in the region. 6. Sharm el-Sheikh. Sharm el-Sheikh is one of the most popular resort towns in Egypt, located at the tip of the Sinai Peninsula. With its warm, deep blue water and great golden beaches, Sharm, as it's affectionately called, is a popular package holiday destination with its own airport. Nicknamed the City of Peace after the countless international peace talks that have been hosted here, Sharm el-Sheikh is one of the best scuba diving spots in the world. Don't miss the chance to snorkel or dive the extraordinary reefs around Tiran Island and Ras Mohammed National Park, home to some astonishingly colorful marine life. 5. Dashur. Dashur is a little village south of Cairo that's home to some lesser-known, less crowded pyramids. You won't find the massive queues that you'd expect at the Giza complex or Sakara here. Highlights include the unusually shaped Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid, both constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Sneferu, 2613 to 2589 BC. The Red Pyramid, also known as the North Pyramid, is famously the oldest true pyramid in Egypt because it doesn't have any steps or bends. The Black Pyramid of Amine Mahat III is another site that can be enjoyed from the base of the Bent Pyramid. It cannot be visited, and it isn't actually a pyramid at all, rather, a strange-looking mound of dark rock. 4. Aswan. Egypt's southernmost city, Aswan is another major city nestled along the banks of the Nile River. However, due to its location and size, it offers a much more relaxed alternative to big cities Luxor or Cairo. Although its own monuments are minor compared to Luxor's, Aswan is the base for excursions to the temples of Philae and Kabasha and to the Sun Temple of Ramses II at Abu Simbel, to the south. It is also the best starting point for excursions to the temples of Kom Ombo and Edfu, between Aswan and Luxor. Aswan is famous for its granite quarries that were used to build Luxor's many obelisks. Some of these unfinished obelisks can still be seen in the city today, such as the largest known ancient obelisk in the world located in the south of Aswan that was intended to be over 40 meters tall. 3. Cairo. This dusty capital city is one of the most sprawling cities on earth, home to more than 17 million people. Built on the banks of the Nile River, Cairo is a medieval Islamic city with an eternally hazy horizon and beige-colored buildings topped with TV satellites. When you've tired of Cairo's historical sites, get a true taste of Egypt by immersing yourself in everyday life. Embrace the crowds while shopping at one of the city's chaotic markets like the Khan el-Khalili Bazaar, smoke some shisha amongst locals at a local ahvaz, or escape the heat of the inner city entirely with a breezy felucca trip along the Nile on a traditional Egyptian sailing boat. 2. Luxor. 1,000 years after the construction of the Great Pyramids, the new kingdom arose in Egypt, and power shifted from the ancient capital of Memphis to Thebes in the south, the site of modern-day Luxor. Enriched by gold mined in the deserts of Nubia and transported to the city on the river Nile, Thebes became the country's cultural and political hub. Today, the mid-sized city Luxor is known as the world's largest open-air museum and is one of Egypt's most popular travel destinations. There is so much to see and do in Luxor, from temples to tombs and everything in between. The beautifully illuminated Luxor Temple is a particularly stunning temple to explore at night. On the other side of the Nile, the West Bank boasts the whitewashed scenery of the Valley of the Kings, home to many elaborate and colorfully mural tombs, pits, and burial chambers. 1. Gizan Acropolis. The Giza Plateau is probably one of the most recognizable destinations on Earth. Located on a desert plateau to the west of the capital of Cairo, Giza is its own city, but in recent years it's grown so much that it feels like another district of ever-expanding Cairo. While once a humble carriage track, Giza is now one of the most touristy parts of Egypt, home to upmarket hotels, big-name restaurants, giant shopping malls, and pulsing nightclubs. But most famously, Giza is the closest part of the city to the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, which is why most people center themselves around this neighborhood for at least a few days during their trip to Cairo.